Do you have a service-based business like an online service provider, or if you are a tax person or a bookkeeper, or you anything where you provide services for people and a consultant, and you need to do your taxes every year and you're trying to figure out exactly what you can write off on your taxes? Well, keep on watching because I'm going to give you 7 different things that you can write off on your taxes at tax time to save your money. Hi there, and thanks for joining me at the Financial Spotlight. I'm Chantrell, and I'm here to give you financial tips and tricks that are going to help you on your road to know your money. Today, we are touching on 7 different things that you can write off on your taxes if you are a service provider. So let's get right into it. The first thing that you can write off are your travel costs. So that means if you're taking a plane, a train, or even if you're renting an automobile and you're paying for hotel expenses, etc., when you go out of town or when you're traveling for business, then you can write that off on your taxes. Make sure that you keep track of all of these expenses. Keep your receipts, keep your invoices, keep everything that you get that shows how much you paid, where you went, the days that you were there, so that you can give that to your tax person or that you can use it yourself on your to make sure that you're keeping track of your taxes and all of your expenses for travel costs. The second way that you can save on your taxes is with your cell phone usage. Now, you know, and I know as a service provider, we are always on our cell phones. There are no landline these days, or if there are, they're few and far between. So most of us use our cell phones to contact our clients, to also contact people that we're trying to find out information from. They might text us, they might call us, we might use that for our email. We might use our cell phone for everything. So make sure that you're writing off the cell phone usage. You're writing off, even if you purchased a new cell phone just to use for your business, you can write that off and take depreciation on it for the usage as an expense for your business. Now, the third thing that you can write off on your taxes is your MS Suite, like Microsoft Suite programs, or if you have other programs that you pay for. So for example, I pay for Adobe. I also pay for Canva. I also pay for my email services through Flowdesk. So these are things that I pay for every single month. So if it's something like that you pay for, even if you if you're a tax person and you pay for a tax program, if you are a bookkeeper and you pay for QuickBooks, any of those things, if you're paying a monthly subscription or annual subscription or whatever it is for you to run your business, then you can definitely write that off on your taxes. Like I said, make sure you keep up with your statements, show how much you're paying every month, and that you have a record of what you are paying to make sure that these programs are working and helping you with your business. The next thing that you can write off is your internet service. So, like I said before, a lot of us have our cell phones that we use. Well, we also have to use internet to get online to provide our services. We need to pay our internet service company every single month, or if you have different cell phone companies have internet through their cell phone company, you also might pay through theirs. So if that is the case, then you are paying a monthly fee to run your internet, and you can definitely write that off on your taxes. Now, this next one, not every business has one, but I'm trying to tell you, you need to get one, especially if you're trying to get some type of funding or if you're looking at anything to get certain contracts. You need a business license. Well, if you paid for a business license in your city, your county, or even if you went all the way up to the state and got your LLC or any of those types of things, you can write off the payment that you paid for your business license and for someone to help you to acquire that. You write that off on your taxes as well. this one is for all of my service providers that maybe they're crafty, they're making things or sending things out. I know that a lot of people send things out through Etsy or even Poshmark or even from your own website. You're sending things out. Well, you can write off the postage and mailing that you are sending out to the people, however much that costs for you to mail the products to your clients and your customers. You can write that off. Also, if you have to drive miles to the mailbox or to the post company, or if you're paying for someone to come pick up your products from your home, well, you can write that off as well. Like I said before, keep your receipts, keep your invoices, keep everything that you use to show what expenses you paid. Make sure you keep that, because a bank statement or whatever is on your bank account is not going to be sufficient. Well, don't fret, because I have a free, yes, I said a free tax deduction list, plus a guide to guide you through and tell you every single deduction and exactly why and how you write it off on your taxes. Go ahead and download that today. Link is down below in the description box. You'll thank me later. And finally, your office equipment, printers, computers, scanners, etc. All of those can be written off as well when you first purchase them on your taxes. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure, like I said, keep all of your receipts, and the cost can be depreciated over time. You would need to talk to your tax person about that if you're not familiar with depreciation, and you can write those things off on your taxes. And like I said, all of these 7 are not the only amount or the only things that you can write off on your taxes, but there are 7 to get you started. But there are others that you can also write off on your taxes. And if you want to know what those others are, make sure you download that free tax deduction checklist. I have put the link to the checklist in the description box, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you stay on top of it, and it's going to help you make sure that you are writing off all the things that you can write off as a service provider. Thanks for joining me. Have a great one. Bye.